Panic hits the U.S. as Walmart shelves go empty and McDonald's shutters stores, all in response to Trump's harsh new tariffs. The retail and fast food giants blame rising import costs and supply chaos triggered by White House policy, close quote. Watch the full video to see how Trump's trade war is now hitting everyday Americans and what's coming next.
Breaking story. America's biggest retailers are sending an urgent message. The shelves are thinning, the prices are spiking, and Trump's tariff war may be pushing the U.S. food supply chain to the brink. Walmart's aisles are reportedly going empty in dozens of states, while McDonald's is quietly closing hundreds of locations, especially in rural and low-income regions. The reason? A deadly combo of soaring costs, import restrictions, and global supply disruption, all intensified by Donald Trump's escalating trade war. Let's dive in. Sharp emoji, Sharpie comma, Walmart's empty shelves and soaring prices. Walmart insiders are now confirming that certain key grocery items, from canned vegetables to frozen meats, are either out of stock or arriving late across more than 20 states. Warehouse delays and supplier pullbacks are creating gaps in store inventories. Why? Because Trump's new tariff proposals, especially on agricultural imports and food packaging components, have disrupted pricing contracts and scared off suppliers. Even domestic suppliers who rely on imported fertilizer, seeds, or packaging materials from Asia are now struggling to meet demand or are charging more, with prices rising up to 40% in some cases. A Walmart regional manager, speaking anonymously, said, quote, "We're dealing with price hikes and shipment gaps across the board. Our logistics are strained, and if tariffs hit harder, we may see sustained shortages," unquote. Fry spaghetti, shorkamochi, McDonald's pulls back. Quiet store closures begin. Meanwhile, fast food giant McDonald's has reportedly closed or suspended operations in over 400 U.S. locations this year, and it's not just a business decision. Executives are blaming a toxic mix of high food input costs, declining foot traffic, and policy uncertainty. In an internal memo leaked this week, McDonald's corporate reportedly warned franchisees of unprecedented operating stress caused by unpredictable supply pricing and, quote, policy instability from Washington. Insiders said Trump's threats to slap tariffs on beef, potatoes, and paper products, all key to fast food operations, have already rattled McDonald's pricing models. Franchise owners in Texas, Ohio, and Georgia have been told to expect inflation pressure to persist or worsen. Some locations are operating on reduced hours, while others have paused expansion or shut down altogether. Proximamente Sharpie comma Trump's tariff policy, backfiring hard. At the center of it all is Donald Trump's renewed push for tariffs. Frustrated with foreign trade analysis, Trump has threatened sweeping import duties on a wide range of goods, from Canadian dairy to Chinese grains and even Latin American food ingredients. While these moves aim to protect American producers, critics argued they're doing the opposite. The American Grocer Association issued a blunt statement this week, quote, "These tariffs are hurting consumers, not helping them. Costs are rising and shelves are emptying. This is not a strategy to crisis." And it's not just Walmart and McDonald's. Other major food chains like Kroger, Taco Bell, and Wendy's have raised prices or trimmed earnings. Warehouse chains like Costco are quietly rationing high-demand items. And smaller grocers say import paperwork delays and rising fees are choking their business. Down a Romo, gee, Shepik on impact on everyday Americans. What does all this mean for an AP? It means, quote, higher grocery bills every week, unquote. Sharpie comma fewer menu options at your favorite restaurants, unquote. And the more out-of-stock signs on basic goods like rice, cereal, and even bottled water. And longer waits as supply chains buckle under the pressure, unquote. In some states, food banks are also reporting shortages in donated items, blaming increased prices and panic buying behavior. One food bank in Alabama told reporters, quote, "We used to get surplus from supermarkets. Now even they don't have enough," unquote. Talking emoji, Trump's reaction. Donald Trump, in a recent rally, responded to the backlash, saying, quote, "We're fighting for America. The stabs are about putting our people first, not China, not Mexico, not Europe. And if McDonald's wants to close, that's their call. But we'll win in the long run," unquote. He accused corporations of being, quote, "soft," and warned them to prepare for economic nationalism. But economists warned that food inflation and retail instability could spiral if more companies follow suit or exit unstable U.S. markets or raise prices beyond affordability. Rain emoji, what happens next? Experts say the federal government has three options. 1, scale back tariffs and stabilize prices. 2, offer emergency food chain subsidies. Or 3, let the market shake itself out at the cost of consumer pain. Until then, Americans are facing a new reality, where everyday basics may cost more and familiar stores may quietly vanish. Walmart's emptier than usual. McDonald's lights are duding in rural America, and the former president's economic plans are sparking chaos across shelves, suppliers, and stomachs.
Thanks for watching Global Mind News. If you found this report helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We bring you the facts, insights, and updates that matter, straight from the source. See you in the next report.